Thank you. The 8th of January, Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Okay, so let's see where we were.
You have your board. Yeah, so we're learning one of the names references of the Kadosh Baruch Hu is Tzaddik v'Yasher Loi. That's based on the pasuk in Devarim, chapter Lamed Beis pasuk Daled. Right, so we see one of the names of Kadosh Baruch Hu is Tzaddik. So that's just as Hashem is called Tzaddik. So the righteous amongst us are also referred to as tzaddikim.
Okay, so he's called Tzaddik, the Yasher, Tzaddik the Yashar. Okay, very nice. And that's 3240. Beautiful. Okay, let's see where I left off now.
The last line in that paragraph. Yeah, just review that.
Okay, so let me just go. Barak Hadosh Hu Likvodo V'Lefikach Ya'aseh Ha'adam Tachlito Davar Zeh Me'acher Shechol Tachlit Ha'adam V'chol Ha'olam V'Davar Zeh. With the purpose of all. Okay, so the purpose of all that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created was for His glory, Baru Lefikach, and therefore He He made a man. Oh, He made the man. His purpose. Or this thing is his man is his purpose of this thing, the acher, and later Shebechol talk the purpose of the man and all the world is this thing. It's this word. Huh. Okay, very good.
Good. Let's continue on.
Okay. We just I forgot where the P is again.
Perish.
Oh yeah, Perach. Okay, Perach Hakatu Shalanikra. Didn't I just do that paragraph? We're at the last one. L'kvodi.
What does it mean, l'kvodi, perish? What does it mean, the word l'kvodi?
Okay. Perach kol asher hu l'kvodi v'hem she'ar hanimtza'im shehem l'kvodo shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Vilchavodi, for my glory. Perish, that means kol asher hu l'kvodi. Everything is for my glory.
Oh.
Hain shar and imsoim, hain di. All other things which are created.
All other things. Okay. Okay, and Sa'im, okay, Shem L'Kvodo, Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, okay, Af Agav, She'ena Nikraim, Lishmo legamre kamo hatzadikim. Okay, so what we
I mean, everything else created as well is for the glory of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even though they're not nikroim nishmoim, legamre. Even though you can't say that they are announcing, calling out in the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, like the tzaddikim.
wow, okay.
Not all people, not all things created are doing what the tzaddikim are doing. But nevertheless, everything is still for his Hashem's ultimate glory.
Uh-huh. Okay, mikol makom, haim lekvodo yitbarach, sheyesh bahem kavod Hashem yitbarach, sheharei kol hanivraim haim kavodo yitbarach.
Nevertheless, Makom Makom, Haim Lekavodo, they are nevertheless for the glory of Hashem. Blessed be He. Sheyesh Behem Kavod, Hashem, Yisbarach. There is still in them honor to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Blessed be He. Shahari Kol in Roim Haim Kavodo Yisbarach. Everything created is ultimately giving honor to Hashem. Okay, very good. Let's just begin to start the next paragraph.
Oh, okay. This is also a Sefer Ber HaGolah, Ber Hamishi, Perek Yudet.
What's that mean?
So
So
Ber HaGolah is a book? Yes, Roy?
it's a translation of it. Yeah.
This is going to be another additional explanations of this mimer of Pierke Avos.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Onam Hashela Lama Haya Nivra B'Sheshet Yimei Bereshit.
The question is what's being dealt with here is the creation of things in the 6 days of creation.
Oh, okay. It says Da, you should know. Okay.
What
Let's see,
about, what about animal waste products?
Excuse me?
How is waste products, stinky, smelly waste products, how is that in Hashem's honor? Hashem's glory?
Without that, we wouldn't be able to eat food. We wouldn't have any fertilizer for our fields. It's tremendous benefit for people and an honor to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You'd be in big trouble if you didn't have fertilizer.
Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah.
So the fact that something has a use makes it for Hashem's glory?
Yeah, if you spend enough proper time and apply enough proper intelligence to the world, you'll understand everything's for the honor of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Look around. All over the world. What are all the creatures in the world doing? The birds are pecking away, right? The ants are carrying away wheat, right? The vultures are picking away at the carcasses of dead animals. You know how much disease and the stress there would be in the world if animals didn't eat everything's created with a very specific diet, and every diet that every creature's been created with is specifically designed to help keep this world clean.
But what about disease? What about polio? How is polio honoring Hashem?
You see that people with proper intelligence can come up with cures. You see people, if they use their intelligence properly, can come up with good things to help the people in the world avoid disease, avoid illness.
So the fact that we have to come up with cures is makes polio something that is honoring Hashem.
Of course, the fact that the human beings are blessed with intelligence, right? Animals, you're supposed to realize the difference between a person and an animal. Animal gets sick, so there's no cure for the animal. Right? Animals, like, what's that disease that the deers have? They carry the ticks on the deers carry some disease.
Oh, Lyme disease, I think.
Lyme disease, right? They've been running around with that for hundreds of years, thousands of years maybe, and they haven't come up with a cure yet.
So does that
Humans come up?
that since there's no cure, there's no glory to Hashem?
No, the fact that there's no cure, there's no we humans can come up with a cure for the deers. They can cure the deers from the deer's own diseases.
But we just said that there's no cure for it.
The deers have no cure for it. The deers have to rely on people if they want to come up with a cure. So people come up with a cure.
And if we can't come up with a cure,
So we realize that's the will of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. He wants it to remain the way it is. Why should there be poor people in the world? Basil Zashraim says, Derek Hashem, if there were no poor people in the world, the rich people wouldn't have any money to give to them. The rich people have to do chesed. People have money. The mitzvah do chesed. If there are no people that are poor, there'll be no recipients for the chesed. So Kadosh Baruch Hu creates people that are impoverished and people who are wealthy. And the people who are wealthy give their money to the people who are impoverished. As I said the other day,
how does
many times people don't use their intelligence properly to understand the cover of a Kadosh Baruch Hu and all the things created, and sometimes we're not able to really perceive it because we don't have that frequency. We don't have the frequency to see everything within the perspective, the ultimate perspective of a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Why all things different things exist. But anything that's created has its purpose, giving honor to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. It may not be readily perceived. It may not even be perceptible. We can't perceive ultraviolet. I said the other day, we can't perceive infrared light. We can't perceive ultraviolet light, but such rays exist, and they have effects, and they do things. So likewise, many things that apparently don't really agree with our sense of understanding, so we don't see the honor in it. necessarily so quickly. And maybe sometimes we never really are able to perceive the true honor that the various things are and bring to the world. Yet nevertheless, if we were attuned to those frequencies, we'd be able to see it, but we're not attuned to those frequencies, right? So therefore we're not able to perceive it. But our lack of our lack of perception does not take away from the fact that it is in fact there to give honor to Kadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, all right, let's leave it here. We'll begin this next section tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem. We'll take a break and fine. Okay, Roy, you should have a good afternoon. Leah's it's free as well. And we'll be starting our Mishnah here shortly. Be well, Roy. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you.